There are so many different things you need to learn when you get started with the data engineering, and in this video I will explain you some of the highly demanded skills that you can learn and build your career into data engineering. These are some of the highly demanded skills that I have worked on and also read a lot on the internet. I will explain you everything, how these technologies work, why you need to learn them, what is the real world use case of it. So make sure you pay attention to this video and don't skip any point because you might miss some of the important information that I'm trying to say here. So without wasting time, let's get started. Number one on the list is learning about data orchestration tool. There are so many different tools available in the market, but if you are a beginner, then you can get started with the Airflow. So what is Airflow? Let's understand it by example. As a data engineer, you will be doing multiple things, and one thing you will be doing a lot is building data pipelines. So let's take the example of e-commerce company. Every morning you want to get information about what happened yesterday. How many orders did we get? How many were shipped? How many products got returned, and different things. Now these data are stored at different tables, databases and location. So what you need to do, you need to first aggregate all of this data and combine them and then do analysis on top of it. This is where the Airflow comes into the picture. What you will do, you will build a pipeline. So you will write some of the Python script that will combine all of those data, and then you can build the final data warehouse or put that particular data somewhere in a database so that data science person or data analyst can build metrics and visualization on top of it. You can write your jobs in Python and SQL to automate things. Airflow also has a good user interface, so you can track your pipeline, monitor it, and if any error comes, then you can easily track it down. So now let's understand the basic concept of Airflow. So the key component of Airflow is DAG, Directed Acyclic Graph. A DAG is a series of tasks that you want to run to complete your workflow. So in the case of our example, we might have one DAG which is basically extracting data from multiple tables in multiple locations. We might have one more DAG which is basically combining all those data, and we might have one more DAG which is basically loading that data into some database. You can also define the relationship between DAGs so you can properly order it, and once one DAG completes, then second one should run. You can also define some of the other rules. There are so many different things that you need to learn, and it is really difficult to cover all these things in single video. You can also check this Udemy course or you can check this YouTube playlist to learn more about Airflow. I will put down list of all of these things in description so you can check it out. Second thing is learning about data engineering related service on cloud. Data engineering requires storing and processing large amount of data, and it is really difficult to do that entire process on your laptop. So most of the companies build their data centers or they use cloud platforms to do their work. If you have your own data center, then you will have to manage everything from storage, memory, power supply and other maintenance. So many companies are moving from on-premises to cloud. On cloud, you don't have to manage everything by yourself. Cloud provider will make sure everything is running behind the scene. You just have to focus on your work, and you also need to pay for the services you use. So if you have a data pipeline that is only running for 10 minutes a day, then you will only have to pay for the resources that you use in those 10 minutes. There are many cloud providers available in the market, and I always show this chart which is basically shows the top 3 cloud providers: Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud Platform and Microsoft Azure. Now these cloud providers have more than 100 services, but you don't have to learn each and every service. As a data engineer, you just need to know some of the key services that you might be doing for your day-to-day work. So in the case of AWS, you need to focus on S3, which is used for storage, EMR, Elastic MapReduce, used for processing data, Athena is used for querying using SQL on your files, Glue for transformation, Kinesis for real-time streaming of the data, Redshift for data warehouse, EC2 for virtual machine, Lambda for event related work. I have the detailed project series on my channel, so you can check that out to learn more about these services and get the hands-on practice. You can also find the alternative to these services on the other cloud platforms such as GCP and Azure. Just Google it and you will get everything. You don't have to learn each and every cloud platform that is available in the market. Once you learn and understand one cloud, then you can easily jump to some other cloud. Such as once you learn about S3 service on Amazon, which is used for storing some data, then you can also get the idea of Google storage on Google Cloud Platform. So make sure you focus on one cloud, and once you understand one cloud, then you can easily understand all the other cloud that is available in the market. Number 3 on the list is learning about data warehouse, mainly Snowflake and BigQuery. Data warehouses are used for analytical work. So in the SQL, we have two things: OLTP, online transactional processing, and OLAP, online analytical processing. OLTP is used for fast insert, update or transaction related jobs such as capturing customer order information, updating status of the order. OLTP is not good for working with large amount of historical data, such as if you want to compare product sale of this year with the last year, then it will take a lot of time on OLTP because it is not designed for such work. This is where you use OLAP. These databases are designed for larger reads and analytics. So if you want to perform large reads, then you can do that easily. So most of the time your architecture might look like this. You might have the OLTP or the relational database at the start where all your information will get captured. Then you might have the ETL engine in between that is basically transforming that data and that is loading that data into the data warehouse. Now this is the simple architecture. There might be a lot of different components attached to it, but I just wanted to make these things simple to understand. So two data warehouse technologies that you want to mainly focus on is BigQuery and Snowflake. I have worked with a lot of different clients as a freelance project, and I used to work on BigQuery a lot, and learning Snowflake is one of the highly demanded skills right now. So if you learn Snowflake and if you have some good projects around it, then you will get more opportunities in the data world. Number 4 on the list is learning DBT, data build tool. So while we were talking about the ETL pipeline, many challenges are faced by companies when they design their ETL pipeline. There are so many different tools available in the market that does the ETL work, but sometimes some businesses need some features that might not be available in the ETL tool. So they might have to connect different tools to get the work done. Here's where DBT or data build tool comes into the picture. DBT is a command line tool that enables data analysts and engineers to transform their data in warehouse simply by writing select statement. DBT only performs the transformation on the data. It does not offer extraction and loading. So here's what the architecture of the DBT will fit in your system. You might have data coming from one source and getting loaded in data warehouse. Then you can use DBT to transform it and build analytics on top of it. This particular blog is really good if you want to get the idea about DBT. I will put down all the sources in description, so make sure you check it out. And the last and one of the most important skill that is still valid is learning about Python and SQL. Now before you close this video and jump to something else, make sure you listen to me and understand why I'm telling this. I will soon upload the video on different programming language used by data engineers, but in my data engineering career I have spent most of my time writing Python script and writing SQL queries. No matter which database you work on, you will always use SQL to query that particular data, because SQL is the way you communicate with the database. Your data will be stored at different locations, different tables, but you will use SQL queries to update, read and transform those data and get the final outcome. I also have the detailed data engineering project series on my channel, so make sure you watch it and understand and get the hands-on experience. There are so many different tools available in the data engineering landscape, and it is really difficult to cover all of this tool in one video. So if you have some suggestion, then you can comment it out so that other people can also get the idea of it, and if they want to learn it, then they can learn it. So as always, don't forget to like this video, and if you are new here, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video.